Hello everyone. This is Beata from BA English Coaching and welcome to my next video lesson. This time it is all about reading. Why? Well, because good things happen to students who read. And normally at the beginning of each lesson I ask you to get a learning diary and a pen. Well, this time I am asking you to do something else. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away. And in its place, you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. There are so many benefits to reading. Reading increases your intelligence, your empathy, your awareness of global issues, and your concern for the world around you. It also improves your personal and professional relationships. You stress less, you sleep better, and it increases your learning capacity. So this means the more you read, the more you learn. So you become better and more confident readers. You write better, your speaking and listening abilities improve, and your vocabularies get richer. Reading texts also provide opportunities to study the language, grammar and punctuation, for example. You also develop positive attitude toward and increase motivation to study English. Isn't that amazing? Reading is so powerful. There are so many reasons why getting students to read more in English is an important part of our teaching job. So you need to be encouraged to read. And since reading plays a crucial role in my life, I love reading and books. Not just English grammar books. So I just had to do this video to share this knowledge and advice with you. There are two basic approaches to reading: extensive reading and intensive reading. Intensive reading is accurate academic reading. It's used with short texts or sections when you need to understand or study information or language used in detail. So it's about 100% comprehension, so very detailed comprehension. This video is about extensive reading. Extensive or fluent, fast reading. It's reading to gain an overall understanding of a book or a text, perhaps a story, article, where you worry less about words and sentences and grammar, and you get caught up in the general flow of a piece. So the purpose of extensive reading is related to general understanding, information, and pleasure. How do we become better readers? There's been lots of discussion about what kind of reading texts are suitable for English language learners. Should the text be authentic or graded? And I'll explain the difference. Authentic means they are written for native speakers. And graded means they are specifically written for second language learners. They include controlled vocabulary and grammar and have different levels of difficulty. The lowest levels, easy starters, start at 200 words, beginners 300, and it goes up to advanced 3,000 words. the main benefit of these texts is that learners experience extensive reading in English at a level of comfort and fluency. We can't give low-level learners a copy of the Sun newspapers, for example. But as your proficiency and competency in the language increases, of course, you can then move on to the next level. And eventually, you start reading authentic texts. The most important thing here is that these texts are as much like real English as possible. So you go through these graded readers until you reach the higher levels that can act as a bridge to authentic texts. And then off you go and you are free to read anything authentic. Some people say that they don't like reading because it's boring. And I totally disagree. Reading is an incredibly active thing. We need to understand what the words mean, see in our minds the pictures the words are painting, understand the arguments and emotions. How do we do it? With extensive reading, number one, you don't need to understand every word. Not perhaps most words. But what's important is that we need to learn to read fast. As I said earlier, we read for general understanding, overall meaning and pleasure, entertainment and enjoyment. So the purpose of extensive reading is different. And from my experience, I know that students very often approach reading these texts expecting to read them thoroughly and to stop only when they have understood every word. Well, no, not this time. It's not the way that we read in real life, is it? So this time, believe it or not, it's not about the quality, it's about the quantity. Some linguists recommend one book a week. Is it a realistic goal for you? Do you think you can read one book a week? Number two, dictionaries. So dictionary is normally discouraged because it interrupts this type of reading. It makes fluent, fast reading impossible. Do you agree? We are encouraged to ignore or guess the unknown words we meet. Maybe only coming back when there is blocking vocabulary, there has been a major breakdown in our understanding. And number three, we need to be encouraged to expand our reading comfort zone. So the types of texts that can be read easily and with confidence. But on the other hand, we are unlikely to succeed if we struggle with difficult material, vocabulary, and grammar. So you choose what you want to read, and you are free to stop reading anything that is not interesting and that you find too difficult. And also, on the other hand, you can always read the same book again. So repeated reading or rereading a book is another way of increasing your fluency and proficiency in the language. So you've liked the book, you read it again with a different purpose in mind. And last thing I would like to talk about is assisted reading. or reading while listening. So it happens when you read and listen to the same text simultaneously or consecutively. This can lead to impressive benefits I've talked about before. So in this day and age, you have loads of options and opportunities to practice reading. Well then, if we aspire to become competent users of English, reading should be, must be, a key element of our learning journeys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have found this video lesson valuable. Let me know in the comments below. Like it or subscribe, or you can always share it with someone who needs to hear this. And remember, don't be the same, be awesome. Lose yourself in books, and you will find yourself there too.